Hey, what's up? So today I'm doing a video that was actually quite suggested, which is the top 10 worst units in the game. A lot of people actually have been suggesting this one over like top 10 best, because I feel like top 10 best is kind of like everyone already knows, like Mada, followed by Naruto, followed by Sasuke, Kage. So top 10 worst units in the game, and for all of these, none of them are summonable, of course, because yeah, I feel like the worst ones would be like emergency missions and then Phantom Castle, and honestly, for most of these characters, I wish they did like a better version. Starting with Toby, which is my top 10. Toby, I feel like it's a character in the anime that when he was like presented, he was fucked. Like, we were scared of him because Naruto couldn't reach him, like, because of his Kamui powers, like. And like, when we have this awful Toby with a long range 1000 attack stat and a very low multiplier on ninjutsu, that is single target, at the time was pretty high, but then it's single target and depletes your health by 10, so it doesn't even like do slip damage or anything, and then the first jutsu is a 20% chance mobilization. It's like, it's very bad, very bad. The only thing that kind of saves him is that he has a 15% chance of dodging and a 10% damage reduction, but other than that, like, he's very, very bad. And again, Toby is a character that in the anime, he was scary, dude. He was scary. We thought he was Madara. So it's a character that I really wish they made a good one, because if you go here, there's no other Tobys. There's a masked man, which is kind of a Toby. Two masked men, in fact, and then Obito's of some sort, but I wish they made a Blazing Festival Toby, like Toby, not masked man, Toby. So, moving forward, we have Phantom Castle Sasori. Sasori, again, only has 2 of him that are summonable. Oh, there's actually also a Blazing Bash Sasori. Oh, so never mind, there is already a good Sasori. Blazing Bash Sasori is pretty damn good, but this Sasori is pretty damn bad. So again, long range with a 1k attack stat, similar to Toby, but then his ultimate is a 3.7 to enemies in range, and then his normal jutsu, I mean, and then his ultimate is a 8 to enemies in range. And then you say, wow, isn't Sasori better than Toby? Because Toby, I mean, he was single target, but then you look at Sasori's abilities. At least Toby had the chance to dodge or the damage reduction. Sasori has nothing. Boost attack by 1.1 during combinations, that's so bad. And he can't even go on the 28 for a Phantom Castle unit, so to get his dupes, you would have to play the original Phantom Castle. Because if you play the Phantom Castles that he comes, you only get 1 dupe of him, so very, very bad. After him, we have Toby Rama Senju, quite fighting spirit. Kid Toby Rama, I think before he released, I feel like people would expect him to be a little bit better, because I mean, he killed Madara's brother, you know. Sorry for spoilers if you didn't watch Naruto, which I think you should because you're playing a Naruto game, but he killed Madara's brother, you know. So short range with a 1.2k attack stat, and then his I don't know what they do with Toby Rama units, that they love health, no attack stat, just health, and then 1600 health, which is not much though. But then his abilities boost his health stat, and then he has a 20% chance of not consuming his normal jutsu, which is a 4.7 to 1 enemy range, knocks them back, and hear me out, removes attack boost. Not only that, but he's a 6 and 12 unit. It's just awful, just awful. And then he's another Phantom Castle unit, by the way. I think I need to say it before. Phantom Castle reward, very, very bad. And then the ultimate 6.5 to enemies in range. At least his AoE, 60% chance of attack reduction, but 12 chakra, so not worth it. After him, we have Deidara, emergency mission Deidara. Deidara, again, another character that I really want him to have a good one. The Blazing Bash one is okay, but I don't think it's a good character, especially for PvE. He's not that good, and you see a trend on Deidara that they are very bad. I don't know why. I liked Deidara in the anime. I feel like he's a very good character. But no good unit. So long range, 1.2k attack stat, again with the great abilities of boosting attack during combinations, 6 and 12, 3.5 and 7.5, no slip damage, no nothing, just straight up damage, low damage, with a low attack stat. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I remember I ultimated this guy. I don't even know why. Again, another Fenzo Castle unit. Mifune, self-respect. I remember this was... I think it was the first Fenzo Castle that I ever participated. Was it? Let me just check real quick, sorry. I think it was the first one that I ever participated. I don't know sorry, I don't know if it was 14 or 13. I think this was the first Fenzo Castle I ever participated in, and then when I saw that this was the character reward, I was like, yikes. Yikes. So mid-range, 1400 attack stat, abilities boost critical rate by 1.5 4 times, and then the ultimate increases the multipliers by 1, multipliers being 2.8 and 8. Single target, both single target. And then it goes to 3.8 and 9, but both single target with a very low attack stat for a mid-range unit. Doesn't even go under 28, which again, Fenzo Castle units now have, most of them are going under 28. I think all of them, the most recent one, so just awful, just awful. A unit that which you never want. And then after him we have Mu, another Fenzo Castle unit. Then again, doesn't go into 28. I did a showcase of him recently. All of his abilities are boost critical. Boost critical rate is not a good ability, especially because it's just 1.5. If it's like boost critical rate by 3.5, like Naruto, or 4, I don't remember how much it is for Final Valley Naruto. Okay, one ability boosted by a lot. Okay, but a lot of abilities that boost by a little bit, nah. Mid-range unit with a short attack stat with no health at all. And 6 and 12, 4.1 to 1 aim range, 6.5 to 1 aim range. 6 and 12, man, 6 and 12. This is you know, there's only one move in the game. I think they should release at least an emergency mission move. Some of the most recent emergency missions have been pretty decent, so I feel like they could make a decent move. Not very good. He was strong in the anime. He was strong because he was a pain in the ass for the Shinobi Alliance to deal with, but he's not a character that was like very highlighted in the anime. But still, I feel like he deserves a better card, of course. Then Jirobo. Who doesn't love Jirobo, especially when you're summoning? Jirobo, he's an emergency mission unit. His first jutsu is it's a 6 chakra jutsu that puts a barrier for 2000 damage. Man, 2000, man, 2000! There are like raids that the normal attacks do 2000 damage. It's so bad. I don't think I need to explain more of why he's so bad. And then, hear me out. If he syncs with all except wisdom, lowers rate of getting immobilized by 5%. Man, it's so bad, it's so bad. 6 and 12, by the way. So after, what can be worse than Jirobo, you ask? And then we have Kidomaru, which again lowers rate of getting immobilized by 5%. 45% chance of mobilization for 2 times. And then you think, okay, it's a 45%, that's better than 2000 barrier, but he costs 6 chakra just to do that. Just to have a 45%, in this day and age, we have units with 100% chance of mobilization, you know, like, it's not, he doesn't even deal damage or anything. Just awful. Long range of 800 attacks, that just, it's so bad. When you look at these old units, it's so bad. It's so bad. Are there more of him? Yeah, we have the fake 5-star that everyone loves pulling. True fake 5-stars, by the way. So bad. After him we have Sai. Sai is a character that I really want a new one, because we do have this Sai right here. Let me open him real quick. He's not bad, but he was kind of an important character for the series. He was like the beginning of Shippuden. He was there like most of the beginning of Shippuden, so I feel like Sai is one of the characters that really deserve a good card. Maybe even Blazing Festival. I know Sai is not a fan favorite. I don't like Sai that much either. I think he's a cool character for like his abilities. I feel like very creative. With he designs his own jutsus and shit, but he's so bad. He's so bad. So let's start with his field skills. I didn't mention field skills very much because they're kind of irrelevant on most of these characters, but this guy takes it to another level. So his field skill is reduces an enemy chance of countering by 12 to 24%. It's the pinnacle of useless. He makes Sakura put to shame. With a 400 attack stat, he's 3 and 6, I'll give him that, but 3.5 times to 1 enemy range, 8 times to 1 enemy range. I only put him above the Kidomaru and what's it called? The Jirobo, because I really feel like he's a character that needs a good card. He really needs a, so he being that bad is very impactful to me. Again, I feel like he's a character that really deserves a Blazing Festival, you know, or like something like that. And then we have someone that keeps getting shafted in this game. This game doesn't like Shisui. Shisui is a Fento Castle reward. I think he is. Yeah, he was the first 6-star Fento Castle, I think. I think he was the first Fento Castle 6-star. And man, they didn't go well with him. So he is a mid-range Johny with 11,000 attack stat. So his field skill is better than Sai. Let's give him that. But the lowers rate of getting countered. His Jutsu is 7 and 14. 7 and 14. And not only that, but his ultimate goes from the right to the left, and most of the characters, not all of them, but most of the characters, they go from the left to the right. So it's better to position your unit because, it's better to position it, and you can hit bosses. Shisui cannot hit bosses because it goes from the right to the left on his ultimate. And not only that, it's not very much damage anyways, because it's at 7.2 times 1 enemy range, 3.6 to 1 enemy range. So doing his jutsu twice is the same of doing his ultimate. It's the same thing, it's the exact same thing. It's so bad. It's so bad. He's the worst unit. 6-star, the worst 6-star in the game. Okay, we're not counting 5 stars. And Shisui, again, is a character that really want a Blazing Festival off. I feel like if I want a new Blazing Festival character, it's gonna be him, because we also have this Shisui, which is pretty decent for a free-to-play unit, but he's nothing crazy. We have the Blazing Bash Shisui, which is completely shafted, like, in comparison to Itachi, which was the one that he came with, he got extremely overshadowed. Shisui is not meta, Itachi kinda is, and for PvE he's not that great either. So both Sai and Shisui really want some new units of them. So thank you guys for watching. If you think there's any 6-star that should be here that I forgot about, let me know in the comments. Maybe I left one out and I could have replaced Toby for them, because Toby, it's bad, but I feel like there's someone that could be worse than him. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe.